from Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web. This is the B Team with Cory and Jim.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. There should be it should be outlawed. If you're 40 or over, you cannot put a selfie on the Facebook.
Well, no, because think about Halle Berry.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah,
come on.
I want to see me some Halle.
Right. Or Sophia.
Well, there's always going to be
exceptions to the rule. But I don't get the obsession with the selfie. I've taken a few, but I'm not one of those people that just snaps them all the time.
Yeah.
Just, bathroom selfie, driving in my car selfie, almost got in an accident selfie, some of that. Yeah. I don't get it.
No, I don't.
But I mean, if that's your thing.
I don't like anyone else taking pictures of me, let alone me taking them myself.
You really have become Amish since you've been here. You're like, please don't take that photo. It's against my religion.
No, I don't.
You don't understand. I will go to AG double hockey stick if you take that photo.
And and to buy a selfie stick, to buy a thing that actually is designed to take.
My mother-in-law has got one. She bought two.
She a listener?
I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. No, I think she tunes in every once in a while.
Yeah.
Her sisters listen though.
I better not say what I think of that idea.
What up, Julie?
The selfie stick.
Yeah, girl.
What's up, Jules?
Stop.
This is the B Team. We are the B Team. I'm sorry I talked over you. That's bad business.
We do that from time to time.
And today is a little bit of a special show.
It is. I'll break it down.
Tell them what it's about.
Today, I've been challenged. Somebody came up, and I'm not going to mention names, Charlotte, came up to me, called me out directly and said that I curse a lot on the show, which I thought was ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, I've seen or listened to every episode. I don't think I've heard a curse word yet. But, however, she proposed the challenge to me to do an entire episode with no cursing. And I said, not only is that challenge accepted, but I'm also going to challenge you to a duel after the recording.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
6 paces, all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, weaponry. I thought it was a slap fight.
No.
No?
No. The good kind.
Okay. Now, do you think, is she a good shot? I know her.
I hope not.
I know her.
I hope not.
She looks to me like, and God bless her, we love Charlotte, but she looks like the kind of person who would hold like a rifle right-handed, but like close the wrong eye
and still snipe you right between the eyes.
Yeah. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying she's super girly.
There's a hidden assassin in there. She probably has done some wet work for the CIA. I'd imagine. I'd say so.
Could be.
Now when I go disappearing in the next couple days, just start there.
We'll keep an eye on you. Mm-hmm. We will keep an eye on you.
So that's what I'm going to do. This whole episode, no cursing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be something.
That's going to be hard. That's going to be tough.
If somebody told me you were going to go like just a quarter of the show without it, I would be like, I'm not, I don't know.
You're going to take the over every time. Every time.
There's no doubt about it.
I take the over. I'm like, I don't think I can do it. But I'm going to try.
Yeah?
I have to.
You like a challenge.
I do.
You do enjoy a challenge.
Mostly food challenges. Those are my favorite. But yeah.
And you know what? You would think that about me, wouldn't you? Looking at a guy like me, you would think, oh yeah, that guy could destroy 11 hot dogs in a minute, or something, a pan of brownies, but I really can't. I get heartburn too fast. No,
it's not about speed.
No, I can't. It's not that I eat a lot. I mean, I'm clearly eating my share,
right?
But it's not that I eat a lot. I just eat horrible things. I eat horrible things.
Yeah. It's like we'll do a little shout out to Mr. Smith, who posted a video about your favorite Oreo. Yep. Mine, I don't know if anybody saw the Facebook comments. Mega stuff.
Mega, yeah.
Come on, man.
That's a real thing.
The kid that did the science experiment on the double stuff, and he said, "No, that's not double. That's not double. You're lying."
Nice.
Called Oreo out, and Nabisco, whoever makes them, called him out and said, "That's a lie. It's not a double stuff. So then they came out with the mega stuff, which is truly
to kind of stuff it in his face.
Which that's the double stuff though. So they're still lying.
Oh, that would be double. If it were mega,
that's the true double stuffed. Yeah,
that's double.
The double one is like a stuff and a half.
Do you know what they can't improve on?
The taste of Oreos.
Pepsi Max.
I know. When you create the perfect cola, get a little. Then I'm going to follow that up with some of my own.
Oh, that's good stuff right there.
It's nice.
If you're from Pepsi, give us a quick call. Hit us on the emails.
Let us know.
Let us know
when you're going to send us those cases of Max.
Oh.
We've been waiting for quite a while now.
We've been buying them.
Well, sure. A fair amount of my own money, has gone to the Pepsi stock. Okay, there's no doubt about that.
I'd like a new wing on because
I'd like some reciprocation.
What would you like? Is that a swear? Let me check.
No. Okay. We'll get into the swearing. Judges? No. Nope. Not a swear. Okay. We're good.
Do you want to know some stuff about swearing?
I would love to.
About swear words or something? Sometimes everyday speech, as you know, can't convey your meaning. Right. You need words with a little more oomph.
Yeah.
Or what they call expletives. Okay.
Also known as curse words.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, Americans swear so often the U.S. made airing indecent or profane language during certain times a federal crime. That's from the FCC.
That's a straight up violation of our freedom of speech, sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
For the sake of knowledge, though, we looked into the etymology of a few of the words, and we talk about where these originated from. Some of these swear words.
Curse words.
Yep. What do you think the big one is? What do you think is the one I'm going to start with?
The F word.
The F bomb. Do you know what is it?
Bombardier.
What's the F word?
It is the F word.
You're not going to.
No,
I'm not going to be able to get you.
I'm not going to go into that little rabbit hole and be done in 10 minutes. I'm going to give it a real effort, sir.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the F-bomb. The oldest theories trace the expletive to end all expletives back to Norwegian fuka and Swedish faka, both meaning to copulate.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I heard a long time ago somebody was trying to say that it started in England. Yeah, to copulate.
Mm-hmm. We got to explain things to some people. I want to make sure everybody knows.
I want to draw a picture. I want to draw a picture with words.
That's what we do here. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, but I've heard people incorrectly say that that FUCK meant fornication under consent of the king, or something like that. And that's not at all true. That's just
stupid.
Yeah, I want to say wives' tale, but that's not quite what it is. It's just
peasant's
not
tale?
true, is what it is.
From the king, so you'd be the peasant. Excuse me. That's Max talking back.
As I was just saying, we don't have much evidence of use in English, partly because the original Oxford English Dictionary's creators reportedly considered it taboo.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm. The dictionary, however, cites fuck it, F-U-K-K-I-T, in 1503.
That's 1K away from being super racist right there.
It is.
Just saying.
Wait.
Just saying.
Wait. F-U-K-K-I-T?
Yeah. You throw another K in there, that's pretty racist.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Maybe it's just you're dumb because you didn't catch it that quick.
So if that word were F-U-K-K-K-I-T, that would make it racist.
I think the Aryan Brotherhood would like it.
No, you're right. I'm wrong. That was really smart, what you said. Super smart.
Witty. Just genius level material.
The earliest current spellings appear as bishops May, F-U-C-K.
Say it.
Varfil.
Say it.
And B. Narmit.
That's all. That's all Norwegian.
From a poet. From
some
poet
guy.
David Lindsay. Yeah.
David.
In 1535. That's a long time ago. We're still
that's
using words.
That's a long time ago. Well, it's because cuss words don't go out of style, man. You know what I mean? They'll be around forever. They'll be around long before, or long after, I should say, hashtag goes away.
Oh, this was...
Or pound sign, I should say.
This is a little bit what I was talking about, and I didn't even realize this was in it when I printed it up. The idea that fuck, F-U-C-K, is an acronym meaning for unlawful carnal knowledge or fornication under consent of the king are both false.
Boom.
The phrases do turn up in some court documents, but not until the late 19th century.
Yeah,
way
sense.
too late for true etymology.
Boom.
Yep.
Boom.
So there's the F. There's the F.
The F what?
It seems to be Danish.
This is not the non-cursing show for you.
No.
Okay, just for me. Okay.
Let's go to the S word. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Shiitake mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Shiitake. Here we actually have two words and two separate origins to consider, the noun and the verb. The noun nods to Old English shite, meaning purging or diarrhea.
Makes sense.
And just the basic form of excrement stems from Old English sitel. The action, however, has a much more widespread history. Dutch schittenan, German scheissen. The Proto-Indo-European base sky conveys the idea of separation, in this case, from the body. So you have
coming out,
shite leaving the body.
Indeed.
Meaning to shit. From there, we've perfected shit-faced, shithead, shitting bricks, not giving a shit, and when the shit hits the fan.
All great terms, by the way.
And just to set the record straight, shit isn't an acronym. There's a story floating around the internet that when crates of manure on freight ships got wet, they started to ferment, releasing methane. The gas then built up below deck if someone descended with a lantern. And, boom, we had an explosion. As a precaution against potential explosions, transporters apparently started placing the letters S-H-I-T, which stood for Ship High in Transit, on top of the crates. Storing them above deck decreased their chances of dampness, and if they did get wet, the methane wouldn't stay trapped below deck. As clever as the story sounds, the word shit has a much older and richer history than an anecdote from European sea
ship
trade.
Story.
Not to mention sailors usually kept cargo below deck to keep it dry. So there's your shit.
Yeah, because if it was on the ship, then it would get wet if it was in the rain.
You know what we were just doing there? Talking shit.
Mic drop
about that.
Mic drop. Yeah, mic drop.
Let's go on to piss. Now, I use this a lot. Now, in my everyday, in my daily speaking off the air, as it were, I don't do the swearing. I don't use these.
Not very often.
But
not very often.
I throw the piss out there a lot. Pissed off.
That's
I do that a lot.
That,
I do
or if you're going to go to the bathroom, or for the Brits, if they're joking with you, they say
they're taking the piss out of you.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about piss. Again, English includes two forms of this word, a noun and a verb. The verb appeared in the 1300s from French pisser, to urinate, and vulgar Latin pissiere. The noun came later in the 1400s and eventually morphed into an intensifying adjective, piss poor, piss ugly, etc. That was around World War II when that happened.
Pour out a little for your homies back in WW2.
For the greatest generation. Goddamn.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah. No,
this
is education.
I'm sorry.
This is education. Right. I am not.
Wasn't looking at the run sheet there.
No. Obviously a compound word of God and damn. Yep. Damn comes from Latin damnare.
That sounds a lot like, well, damn there. Man, that's country right there.
Latin damnare. I'm sure I know I'm slaughtering that Latin. I'm sure it's like damnara, which means to condemn.
Indeed it
does.
And
God originated with Norse goth.
There it is.
But when and how did we put the two together as blasphemy? Let's thank the French for that. Oh, yeah. The French.
The French ruin everything.
They start
French fries. Freedom fries. That's more appropriate. Yeah.
They started referring to the English as les gadems during the 100 Years' War because of their frequent profanity, according to Geoffrey Hughes' book, A Social History of Foul Language, Oaths, and Profanity in English.
I need to get that book.
Yeah,
I gotta start studying.
Yeah.
I feel like my curse game is weak now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, step it up.
Brush up. If you're going to take it to the next level, got to be like LeBron James.
You want to keep
the Cavs.
Now, your Latin's perfect.
I know, see? Well, I majored in it. I'm 2 credits shy of a minor.
Okay.
So, needless to say, I didn't get the degree, but...
Do you want to keep going, or am I beating this to death?
Well, let's do the last one.
Okay. And our last look into...
Cursing.
The last one we're going to look at today is bitch. That's B-I-T-C-H. Almost everyone knows a bitch is a female dog. Probably from old Norfolk-Buick.
Who would have thought we'd have got so much Amish out on the non-cursing show?
Its use as a term of contempt to women, though, began in the 1400s.
Wow. That is some time for that word, man.
The word is first seen used this way in the Chester plays of the 1400s. Who callest thou Quinier, scab de bitch? Basically, that means, who are you calling a whore, you miserable bitch?
I need to see this play. Because clearly there's some witty banter going on between these two people.
In the 1400s. The Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, published in 1811, calls bitch the most offensive appellation that can be given to an English woman, even more provoking than that of whore.
I disagree with that statement.
Now, the verb meaning to complain, using bitch as to mean complain,
right.
evolved late in the 1930s.
That makes sense, because that's when, husbands are real beady and stuff.
Yeah, things started getting slappy and
slappy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't think that's correct. I don't think it's correct for them to say that that word is the most offensive.
Which one?
To women. The B word.
Oh, that's refreshing.
I got to sip mine. I don't need another burp like last time. That was just rude.
And that closes the swear bag.
A little bit of origin there.
Yeah.
Origin history of the
we might have beat it up a little bit, but I thought it was interesting.
People need to know, okay? Because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So over and over in a conversation.
Speaking of history, sounds like the history of Peyton Manning.
He is history.
The era is over. He is history. You were telling me he's retiring now? It's official?
He's officially retiring. Hanging it up, man.
When did he say that?
I think today.
Really?
Which would be the
6th?
You can tell that I'm really aware of time and dates. Space too, but that's a whole other frontier. I don't necessarily need to delve into that, but...
Yeah, what do you know about Peyton? What's he say? I mean, he's like,
I haven't heard...
I am not coming back.
Yeah, no, he's done. What some people were thinking was going to happen is he was going to try to get cut by the Broncos in order to go to another team for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe the Broncos just indicated they weren't going to re-sign him or something. But I was like, why would you want to leave a Super Bowl winning team to go to a worse team? For more money maybe, but
man,
doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Imagine.
So no, he's hanging it up, man. I mean, and he needs to. He's old for the NFL.
Yeah.
Like it's sad. It's like it's always been funny to me about athletes. Then they're like, oh, he's so old. He's like 30.
Yeah, I know.
He's the oldest.
Yeah.
He's 35, man.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
But, I do remember being like in my early 20s. And the first time I saw on one of the channels, the ESPNs or something like that, I saw a beach volleyball championship, female beach volleyball championship. And two of the team members were, one was 30 and one was 31. Oh. And I was like, what are these grandmas doing out there on the
prime of their life?
And now they're kids to me. 30 and 31's a kid to me.
Yeah, because it is. Man. Yeah, it is. People make this huge deal. Like, are you kidding? That's super young, man. That's super young.
My knees wish they were 30 again. My back certainly does.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh,
but Peyton, I mean, why would he take a chance?
No, man,
it's got to be true because,
you don't need to.
I mean, he's going out on top. He's going out absolutely on top. Why would you take a chance on coming back next year, snapping your neck, and being in a wheelchair the rest of your life?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, there's no
reason to. He's made enough money. He's got 2 Super Bowls, and you won your last year playing. Yeah. So, you go out on top, man. You're the king. You just walk away.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, but he's hanging it up, which is good. That's good. He needs to be done. Let Tom Brady have a turn, okay? God.
Yeah, but I don't know if Tom will be quite the spokesperson as Just paid. Well, man, I was just going to go to Pizza Hut, man. Just
No,
go to
Pizza Hut. How dare you? Papa John's.
Oh, that's right.
I was joking about that today, dude. I was like, he's going to get that retirement press conference. He's going to walk in with Papa John's and a Budweiser and just be, I'm just going to hang it up. Enjoy me some Papa John's. Oh, yeah.
McDonald's hat.
Got to get those checks, man. Still, even in retirement.
Oh, he will.
I'm going to get paid, baby.
He will.
I'm going to get paid.
He'll make as much out of football as he made in, if not more, if he writes books and that sort of thing.
He'll probably write a book, I bet you.
Yeah.
If he hasn't already. He already wrote a book.
Okay.
He already wrote a book.
Right.
Yeah, I got that escalated. I got really
hot.
That's because I can't curse. There's no way for me to express my emotion in an appropriate fashion. I gotta get a swig of water.
Hey, last week, on and off the air, you were telling me how fun it was doing the Guinness Book of World Records story.
Oh, man.
And so
Absolutely.
You asked me if I'd throw together a really quick one today, and it is quick. I'm not going to beat this to death like I did the origin of cursing. Mm-hmm. So,
well, we can expound upon this one a little bit more.
But this one, in 1988, Blackie the cat, this is a cat, becomes the wealthiest cat when its owner, Ben Ray from the UK, of course.
Yeah.
Ben Ray, he died and left the cat $12.5 million.
Now, see, here's the thing about this story.
Okay.
Is this even legal? Can you physically leave that much money to an animal?
Let me tell you how he did it.
Okay.
Ben had 15 cats living with him in a mansion.
Blackie is the one that made it?
Blackie was the last living cat.
Oh.
Just before Ben
kicked
it. Yep. So Ben hates his family.
Clearly.
He does. Yeah.
Clearly.
He hates his family. So he left 2 charities, split most of that, and then he left money for his gardener, who was also his kind of house manager person to take care of the mansion. He left him a house and care of the cat and the money. So he kind of gave the money to someone to take care of the cat.
I figured somebody, some state somewhere would have been like 12.5 million to a cat.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. We've taken that.
So there's still an estate involved,
right.
but it all is under the control of the
cat's name.
Yeah,
Blackie the cat. He's creative with his money, but not his names, because that's a horrible name for a cat.
Blackie.
I'm assuming now where it would have been funny is if it was an all-white cat. That would have been hilarious.
That's always funny,
just because it's ironic. Yeah,
like a super skinny guy named Muscleman.
Or Fats.
They call him Fats, but he's real tiny. Or Stilts, and he's super short. Or Stretch.
Yeah.
And he's Warwick Davis.
Hey.
Yeah.
You keep his name out of your mouth.
I love that man.
How dare you?
I love all 3 feet.
That's crazy, man. I would like to have 12.5 mil.
What would you do with 12.5?
Pay off my debt, man. First thing. We just write a check out. Then I don't know what I'd do. No. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Fend off all the lawsuits and all the people coming to your door wanting your money.
But since we're on animals, man, I found a kind of an odd news story today.
All right.
I'll tell you about it. It's about a Labrador Retriever. One of, I think it is the most popular breed of dog.
That's my understanding, yeah.
I don't know about the world, but the United States, definitely. It's like number 1 every single year.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm assuming the lab is a he, has been blamed for crashing a tractor trailer or a semi-truck.
What?
Now, you might ask yourself how that's even possible, and I'm going to tell you. Police say that this dog accidentally popped an idling truck's gear shift knob into gear.
Yeah.
And then while the driver had it parked along U.S. Highway 169 in Minnesota, because all weird things happen in Minnesota.
Yeah.
On a Friday, mind you. And then the truck rolled out of the parking spot, essentially, and then went over a curb into a gas station. And then it struck a tree and a parked car.
A dog did this.
Well, clearly he had, a problem with his owner. Because why would he maliciously crash a vehicle like this? It's deeper, something deeper going on there. Is what
I'm
I
not
got
sure
to
how
thinking.
much malice is involved.
Well,
with your dog.
I'll continue the story here. This is just what I'm thinking, as I'm reading this, I'm like, well, there's got to be more to the story. No dog is just going to drive a truck into a tree.
Now, the rest of the story.
But anyway, police respond to the call of the semi crashing. They don't find a person. They find a dog in the driver's seat. Nobody inside. Incredibly, they say there was no injuries and no citations were issued. Because, what you would think that the dog should get some kind of punishment, but maybe a slap on the nose with a rolled up newspaper or a magazine.
Not these days. Can't do it.
That's cruelty to animals.
Can't do it.
And then one police commander from Minnesota said that in his career, he's never had an accident reported like the one that he saw with the dog. But see, they're playing it off as an accident. Okay, this dog accidentally, I'm using air quotes, tripped this semi into gear.
You're not buying it?
No. Methinks, he was either trying to get some kibble or some sort of a biscuit, maybe a milk bone, maybe a dentist stick. I don't know. Okay. The owner said nay. Clearly showed the dog that he had something to give him and then just blatantly refused to. So then he puts it up and everything. Dogs don't have the opposable thumbs, so couldn't just open the box up where it was hidden from or something. And then the owner goes out to use the bathroom or something, get him something to eat, and the dog's like, fine, this is how you want to treat me? That's how I'm going to treat you. Boom. Crashes a semi.
All that makes perfect sense.
That's super. Come on. I should be a detective.
Are you in dog law?
Well, here's the thing. When I almost majored in legal studies and laws and such, a subsection of that, I did take a semester in dog or canine law, as they call it. They don't say dog law.
No.
But it's canine.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to need to take a quick break. And when we come back, hopefully you'll still be with me. I'm going to tell you a story. A very similar story.
To this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Okay. We will be back. Brought to you by Howie's House of Hair. From barely there to awesome hair in just 1 hour. We don't use those synthetic plugs like other hair clubs. We use real quality hair plugs. Call 1-800-HOT-RUGS now.
And could you drop a couple olives in it for me? Thanks, sugar. Hey, y'all. I'm Rutherford Thurberson III. Do you like gin? Hell, me too. I come from a family of distillers who came over with the Pilgrims. Now, I don't know if they were on the Tito, the Squanto, or the Hanna-Barbera, but I do know they brought with them the recipe for the world's finest gin, Thurberson's. It's stone aged. Because why does everything have to be so new? Please drink responsibly. Thurberson's. When you can't say it, stop drinking it. Hey boys, what's the ETA on that grilly cheese?
Hi, this is author Emma Woods. When I have an hour to burn, I listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
And we're back.
And I've got a story.
It's similar to the dog hijacking this vehicle.
Yep.
Leading police on a pursuit and crashing it into a tree.
I wish my mother were here. I don't mean that I wish my mother were alive.
Me too.
Because she's alive and well.
Yeah.
I wish she were physically here right now to help me with this story.
Was she a witness?
She was there. She was involved. Okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
When I was aged 4 years, okay?
Okay.
I was 4 years
That's
of age.
That's AD.
My mother went on an errand, okay?
Uh-huh.
She took me with her.
I'm tracking it so far.
And we were in some type, it was one of those huge old cars because we're talking 1970? We're talking, We're talking,
okay.
So
it's a wagon of some kind.
Yeah, it's huge. It's humongous.
Is it the wood panel
and
one?
You do the shifting on the column.
Yes. Okay.
Thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying now? So she goes to a local
Grocery?
No, it's a
banking
where you get your
establishment.
clothes done. A laundromat. Yeah,
Or a dry cleaner.
and it's a dry cleaner. That's
There you
exactly what it is. I'm glad you said that.
I know.
We go to the dry cleaner. Well, there's a laundromat, and it's attached to a dry cleaner.
Naturally.
So we pull up in front of the dry cleaner, and it's on a very severe hill. Okay, if I do this with my hand, what degree would you say
That's
is?
at least 45 degrees.
Yes, it's 45
That's
degrees.
just an eyeball. I didn't protractor that.
No.
Okay, don't
that's
quote me.
Well done. But we park on this hill.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's like, I mean, you feel like you're at Cape Canaveral when you're sitting in the car, like you're about to get launched.
Yeah.
You're waiting. 5, 4, 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there in the car, and she ran inside to get my dad's uniforms. My dad was a police officer.
Yeah, okay.
So she went inside to get his uniforms. And I get, I'm sure I was 4, so I don't remember today. But she has told me the story since.
I bet if I travel back in time, this is accurate account for account.
Yeah.
Minute by minute. Yeah. Anyway,
you're
like Rain Man. You just remember
it. So she tells me, I'm sure she said something to the effect of, Jimmy, do not touch anything.
Yeah,
just sit there, be still. Look
Car
at your
seats
color
don't exist. So
you're not strapped. No, there was no such.
You're not strapped to anything. Nope. You're just roaming a boot.
I was driving before I heard of car seats. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure she told me not to touch anything. I was sitting in the front seat. Well, something got touched. Okay.
Who's to say what?
We're on a hill, right? Mm-hmm. There's a road right behind us.
Oh, yeah.
So I knocked the car out of gear.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes. We're still in court.
Right.
So,
right. This is all hypothetical.
45 years later.
You blacked out. You weren't sure what happened.
But I knocked the car out of gear. The car rolls back. I'm sure. I'm 4 years old. I'm positive I must have been in a panic.
I doubt
So I roll backwards across the road. Have no idea how I didn't hit a car, how a car didn't hit me.
Miracle.
Yep. We rolled across the street, and I did slam into the back of a parked car that was at a business across the street and stopped. My mom runs out, drops the uniforms, runs, screams, "Ah, my baby!" Mm-hmm. And she was talking about her car.
Oh, sure.
I'm sure.
Not you.
So no.
Because she knows that you just caused the mess that she is going to have to fix.
Yeah. So I'm there to see, and she said, I am just beside myself in fear, just scared, and not because of the crash itself, but it's because my dad is on his way. Now, again, my dad's a police officer. He's on duty in the city that we're in.
Uh-huh.
So he just gets a call that his 4-year-old son crashed a car into another car.
Maliciously.
So, yeah.
And this is all alleged still. This is all
he
alleged.
is on his way.
Yeah.
And that's what my mom keeps saying. She said that was her biggest worry was when he showed up.
Police brutality was a real thing about to unfold.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not a dog, and it can happen. I'm just saying. That's it. There's really no more to that story. It's not any funnier than that, or I thought it might be pretty funny, but
it's funny.
Not to you, clearly. Not today.
No, how dare you? How dare you?
I feel like I need to tell it again to make it to put the oomph in the right places.
I don't need to go to sleep. Okay. I've heard it one too many times.
But anyway, that's my little.
I think every family's probably got a story like that because my brother did something similar.
Really?
When we lived at our first house. I remember my dad had his work truck parked outside. Well, my brother's in the front seat, and those things are just one big long seat, in those old school trucks. Well, anyway, he does the same thing, shifts it into reverse, and we lived on a bit of an incline, not 45 degrees, but he starts rolling backwards. Now, luckily we lived on a cul-de-sac. It was like dead end kind of street, so there was not a lot of traffic. He goes across the street, down the driveway of somebody else, the little apartment complex that we live right next to, and then rolled into a creek.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Into the creek?
Yeah. Survived.
Oh,
but
man.
Barely. What I didn't tell you was that the creek was infested with crocodile. punched his way out of it.
Nope.
It's a true story.
You know what you just did there?
I took a crappy story, and then I one-upped yours.
You had to one-up me.
Well, sure. You're lucky that I didn't call in like an airstrike right there, and he survived a bomb as well. Like an action movie. Like he punched it on purpose to avoid danger. Did you know? Maybe you didn't know. We talked about it, so I think you do know. They're remaking Ghostbusters.
Yes.
The trailer's out now.
What?
Yeah. So
Why have I not seen this?
I don't know. It's on YouTube. It's
females, right?
It's McCarthy.
Okay.
I don't know the black lady's name from the SNL, the big one, the big tall one.
Okay.
She's in it. What's her name? Wig. Kirsten Wig.
Kristen Wig.
Kirsten?
Mm-hmm.
Kirsten? One of those.
Kristen.
K Wig. We'll just say K period Wig is in it. And then there's a fourth one whose name escapes me.
Kirsten Dunst.
No, no. Ew. Ew. You don't want
Kirstie Alley.
No. Look who's talking now. Yeah. Uh-huh. Travolta, baby.
Nice Travolta reference, man.
Beautiful. Gotta love it.
We need a Travolta jar.
Oh, we'll make one next episode. But anyway, our second news story of the day happens to revolve around ghosts, if you will.
Ooh.
Particularly real life spirit. They call themselves Spirit Investigators, okay?
Yeah.
Now, you've seen ghost shows before, but
I sure enough have.
They're claiming, okay, this particular couple, a Katrina Weidman. I don't know if she's related to Chris Weidman, the former middleweight UFC champion, and Nick Groff. Okay, they travel around these allegedly haunted places to find out if they're really haunted. And what they want to do, which I feel like anymore is just kind of a crapshoot, they want to try to catch a ghost or a form on camera.
Well,
but let me tell you how easy is to do now with special effects.
Yeah.
To make it look super real.
Yeah.
Like, so nobody's going to, even if you don't see anything, you're going to play up the fact that something's happening. And then a dude who weighs like 300 is going to be behind his little computer.
Yeah.
Vector over here.
No, but
and then you're going to see a ghost apparate out of nowhere.
But it doesn't even take that. My 9-year-old, well, Grayson, he's shown you before, right? His little app that he has that looks realistic as heck, where he can put in like a dinosaur or something.
Yeah.
Where he can take a video of you standing there, of you or him or whoever, like standing there talking, and he can put a dinosaur in that, and it looks real as heck. It's unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's just a little app, free app.
They tried to say that they're going to do all this like background stuff about all this history and make it an interesting show. Let me tell you what ghost show I want to see.
Yep.
Because I wanted to do this at one point in time for my career. If you've watched MTV at all back in the early 2000s, they had a show called, I think it was Fear.
I watched the very first MTV show that was ever on.
Yeah, so they made another one that was about ghost hunting.
Okay,
and they always had. I think this was the first show that ever did the camera facing the person going through the thing.
Yes.
It's just the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So, but I always got so mad because they would like get a group of people and they had to do these challenges. So they'd tell them a little story about whatever room, the infirmary they're going to, who died or whatever. Yeah. And then they had to go sit in like a coffin for like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And all this noise and stuff was happening. They're freaking out. Well, I was like, you take that same show. Okay. Remove the challenges altogether. You can keep all the backstories about who got killed and whatever else you want. You give a dude, okay, one guy, like a 30-pack of Natty, okay? Production's going to be real, real cheap.
Yeah.
I'm going to say. You give him one of those cameras.
A 30-pack of Natty Light.
You give him a GoPro on top, okay?
Yeah.
And you give him one of those face cameras that has reactions, and you just let him loose. He's got to investigate if this place is haunted, dude. He's going to be kicking in doors.
Oh, yeah.
Just screaming at people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to do that one. I wanted to do that so bad. I was like, you can challenge me when I'm blackout drunk. I'll not only will I be naked in that haunted house because I'm like, oh, you're gonna have a ghost scare me. I'll show you what's really scary. Birthday suit up, and I'll get to the bottom of it. You tell.
I'm already picturing him just hammered like at the craft services table because he took the wrong turn and he's out with the crew now and he's like salami, put fucking salami out here.
He grabs a piece of bologna. He's like, he's sitting there eating,
just slobbering.
But then he snaps back into it.
This is
and runs
bologna.
Just runs. He says nothing. Just sprints back inside for some reason. Oh, dude, it would be the full-on greatest show that you could ever produce. Period.
Oh man,
it would be fantastic.
I'm already shooting it.
You could tell that dude that's the most haunted place on the planet, Dracula's castle. That dude, he's gonna be ripping curtains off, walking around like with a cape in there. Dude, it would be incredible. It would be the best thing. It's like half the show, it'd be him passed out asleep. You hear a noise.
Because he's going to go from it's going to be laughing, hilarious. He's going to be crying, scared. Then he's going to get mad, challenging. Hey, Dracula! I'm afraid of you. That's good. That's a good idea.
I got something you can suck.
Are you writing? You writing this down?
Yeah,
these are.
I'm gonna call FX.
Ideas.
I'm gonna call FX about that.
That is good stuff.
They call the show Paranormal Lockdown.
Paranormal Lockdown, man.
It premieres March 4th, a.k.a. 2 days ago, on Destination America.
That's haunting in itself. We time traveled.
We're pretty dope. Pretty
man,
dope.
Oh, man. If you don't mind, I would like to get into a couple emails.
No, you fire away.
We're getting to that point, unless you had some more business to do.
No, sir. No, sir. Well, I always have business.
Per usual.
Oh, excuse me.
That can't. See, I'd rather you swear.
You
know that.
Me too.
In the studio.
That had some stank on it. I had some fry pies before I got here. Yeah. Chocolate and Boston cream, let me tell you.
No, that smelled more
delicious.
Like feet and taint fried pies.
Well, I did have some chili cheese Fritos, too.
Yep, that's it. That's
one. What's coming back. You throw a little glaze on that.
And I will.
You can taste it. Taste the rainbow. Yeah.
Oh, man. Per usual.
Let's get in these emails.
As we like to say, I picked out the top three emails. On some days, it's the only three emails, but I actually had a few to choose from. I picked the top three today to go with. Ray J88.
Ray J. That guy used to be a singer back in the day. Ray J.
Really? In 88?
I think that's Brandy's brother. He might have been born in 88. This could be really Ray J.
Oh, man. Well, let's see. Ray J88 says, "You guys rock."
I know. Thanks, Ray J. Your sister was great,
too. No, this
Boom
isn't
roasted.
a singer. I work in a factory.
Well, maybe now.
And I always listen to you on my breaks and at lunch. My favorite thing is when you talk about Yetis and UFOs. Do another show on conspiracies, please.
We should do conspiracies part 2. We'll have to come up with new topics. We'll delve back in. The Yeti's always a good one.
That's always good.
Always, man.
We could do a show just on Yetis like every day.
I could.
I know you could.
I could. I get in there deep.
People love those.
They do.
We get huge responses from those.
Well, I mean, it's because they're good shows. I mean, every show's a good show, but Yetis especially.
Why are all the pictures of Yetis all
blurry,
grainy and blurry?
It's because
like
nobody's expecting to see one. And so when you get your opportunity, you've got to be quick. But most people are panicked because they're scared at the same time. So then they're just all shaky with that, high-def camera. That's why Samsung came out with that new camera on their phones. That if you're moving a little bit, it'll still take that really nice high-res photo for you.
Okay, here's the thing.
Specifically for the Yeti.
Then why can somebody have their phone out and get crystal clear photos of some chick blowing a dude in the national park while along a trail and put that all over YouTube? How can somebody get crystal clear
Because
photos of that?
they're not in a high speed walk at the time. First of all, think about that. That's difficult to do. If your pants are down and you're trying to strut about a trail,
No. So you're saying
that's not going to take place. If somebody is performing fellatio on another individual,
is that a swear?
no.
Okay.
Judges,
No.
we're okay. That's a
Yep.
clinical term. If that's going on, that's a stationary position generally. So that's an easy photo op. Especially because the dude's not going to be paying attention to anything else that's going on. Okay, that's clear. That's obvious. All right, so that's going to be an easy photo op.
Yeah.
Now you take the Sasquatch.
Mhm.
Okay, he's mobile, agile, and hostile.
But
to
you
quote,
guys,
remember the Titans.
but all of you guys always make it sound like the Yetis and Squatches are like mall walkers. Like they're constantly humping on the move 90 miles an hour.
Listen, okay.
They don't just stand still for
How
a
do you
second.
think? How do you think they've stayed elusive so long? When they go stagnant, that's when they travel into the next dimension. I told you about this.
So, Ray J, we will be doing
Conspiracies part
several
two.
shows. No,
2.0?
We're not even going to.
2.3.
Okay. Beat that to death. This is pretty. Okay, I see what she did. Sydney Lou Who.
Courtier.
Not Cindy Lou Who.
Nice.
Sydney Lou Who, yep.
A beloved American literary figure,
Mhm.
I should say.
From what books? From whose
Come on, man.
series?
Well, there's only one book that she's in that I know of.
Nope.
The Grinch. She's in more than that?
Dr. Seuss. She's a Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah, but she's in The
The
Grinch.
Who's from Whoville. She's
She's in more than one book.
Yes.
This is news to me.
Okay.
I'm learning so
I'll
much
get
today.
you the series. It's
Not only have I got the entire back history on every curse word ever, today's show, Cindy Lou Who
that was
is in more. Is it more than one book or two? You like that? Seuss rhyme.
So Sydney Lou Who says, "You should be on every day. I was on your website and saw something I want to ask you about. Jim, were you really adopted into an Amish family? Amish. Even if you weren't, it's a funny story. Vegas love to you both. Vegas love to you both.
So it's from Vegas.
Vegas love.
Vegas love. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Vegas love.
Yeah. Vegas love to us both. Even if you weren't, it's a funny story.
Pound sign Vegas love.
Yeah, she wants to talk about our backstories that we have on
Those are 100% and completely true stories. 100% accurate.
Thank you.
If you challenge me on it, I will burn you in a roast. I will go fact for fact. I have news clippings, photos, videos,
Charts,
the whole nine. Charts,
diagrams.
graphs, databases,
Yep.
the whole nine.
Analogs,
I'm prepared. Witnesses.
analytics.
And that's not even to mention, I will put on the same magic show that I produced to become as highly rated as I did in the tri-state area.
And that's when you were going as Pip the Mighty Squeak at children's parties. I remember that.
Well, that was my day job. Street magic at night. Pip the Mighty Squeak for parties.
Our last email.
The biggie.
This is it.
The big one.
Fish for Paint says, how is it you guys have talked about bad movies and bad actors, yet you've never mentioned Steve Seagal?
Well,
dude is out of his mind. His are the worst movies ever made,
Ooh.
and he's ridiculous in every one.
Okay. First of all, I hope this guy sent an address.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm going to go to his house and fight him.
Well, Steven probably will if he hears about it.
Probably about it. Okay. He's going to grease up the ponytail. He's going to slick that thing back.
Isn't he a cop or something now?
Like a part-timer.
Is he?
Or like
Because they had a show
like a
where
volunteer.
He was just kicking doors down. But it looked like he was in charge when I saw
I've heard so
15 seconds of the commercial for it.
Well, sure, because the production, he's going to have to be in charge. There was like a sergeant there that was like watching every single move that he did. He's like, if he does anything illegal,
Yeah.
we're getting out of here. No, but dude, I've heard so many stories about him, about how number one, how he's not like a real martial artist. I hear a ton of those.
Really?
I don't know if he's ever claimed to be a champion of anything. I don't know.
I don't know that. I've not really followed
his movies are awesome because he defeats like 20 people with just like 4 hand moves
and a mean look
and a pool stick.
Mm-hmm.
He's always got a pool stick somewhere.
Yeah,
that he just whoops out and then just beats people with.
Yeah,
I think he stabbed a dude once in the neck. I don't know. I blacked out during that portion of the
movie.
movie.
He stabbed. What's his name? What's the one? It was Die Hard on a boat. What was the what was the one? What was
Die Hard on a boat?
Yeah. It was Steven Seagal. Super good looking girl was in it.
Always.
She was supposed to jump out of a cake or something.
Always.
She landed in a helicopter. She was supposed to jump out of a cake.
This is not a Die Hard movie, though.
No, it's not Die Hard. I just called it Die Hard on a boat.
How dare you?
Because
the Die Hards are
the same thing.
Their own classification of action films as the greatest action films ever made.
Tommy Lee Jones was in it.
Pam Anderson, was she in it?
No.
Pamela Lee?
No. But it was a girl kind of like her.
Really
she
smart.
had her assets.
She was
same
smart.
assets. Mm-hmm. And but anyway, Steven Seagal, he was a SEAL. He was a SEAL, a Navy SEAL.
Naturally,
but he was a cook on a Navy ship.
Wait, the whole movie's on a ship, isn't it?
Yes, the whole thing.
Yeah, I think
What
I
is that?
haven't seen the movie.
Yeah,
I don't think, but I've seen the scene. I believe this to be the same film, where he's in his chef garb. Yeah. And he's like whooping dudes up with kitchen utensils.
Yes, Tommy Lee. He and Tommy Lee get into it with little
spatulas,
knives and stuff. Yeah,
spatulas.
And you just hear, yeah,
and all that.
Yeah,
action movies are awesome. That when they add sound effects to fights.
Yeah,
all that doesn't take place in a fight.
No.
The only smack you're going to hear is when somebody's like face hits something hard.
It just sounds like meat.
Like a foot.
It sounds like a meat hitting floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when they move a hand real fast, it'll say, whoo.
Yeah. Those are the best, man.
Yeah.
If somebody was actually that fast, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Where they didn't have to add sound effects. It's like Bruce Lee. How about that?
Like a cat.
Dude, this is how you know that Steven Seagal's not legit. He never fought Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris in a movie.
Yeah.
Those two fought each other in a movie.
Yeah, they did. That's true.
So come on. Plus, Chuck Norris was like karate champ of the world in '78.
And that was like for real too.
Like for real karate champ. And he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, man.
Yeah. Oh, he's for real. He's
Nobody wants to fight Chuck Norris. Like,
but
for real.
The thing
like,
is,
you make fun of him.
He seems so. I don't know if he really is.
He could kill you with a finger. Probably.
Have you met him,
Chuck Norris? Yeah. Several times.
But
lovely lad.
The thing is, back in the day, have you ever heard any of his interviews from way back in the day?
No.
Where he sounds like this. Where he's just like, good guys wear black or something. It's going to be a terrific film. And I just think
he doesn't sound like that.
He did.
There's no way.
He did. I'm telling you, back in the day. But you know what? Here's what you don't know either. This is why you're
escalating.
Stupid.
You're escalating this so hard right now.
Because listen, you know who else was that way? Rocky Balboa himself.
Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone. I saw the first interview I ever saw with him. He sounds like this. He just sounds high pitched, really super high pitched.
Somebody messed with the audio.
No, I'm telling you right now. They taught him how to
fight you.
Because I remember somebody talking about it after like a couple years after that interview, and they were talking about he did some exercises where he put like a tennis ball or some kind of ball in his mouth.
That's impossible.
A ball gag or something in his mouth.
Was he?
And he would say the ABCs, and that would force his epiglottis to do something. It made his voice,
his lymph nodes.
It made his voice deeper. So I don't know if Chuck did something similar, but I'm telling you, Chuck sounded effeminate.
Chuck sounded how he wanted to sound in that interview. Boom. He's an American icon.
No, in the movie too.
It doesn't matter because that was probably the character he was playing. He was probably a method actor.
Go back and watch his first.
You caught
movies.
a method acting in an interview. That's what you saw.
Go back and watch his first movies. He could put a lisp in the word Coke.
And he probably did. Because that's what the challenge was in that particular film.
I'm done.
He's about to roundhouse you from another state.
I can feel it. I thought I heard something.
You thought you had back pain now. Give it about an hour. This hits his ears.
Oh man,
This hits his ears. Uh-huh.
yeah.
He's gonna roundhouse your body.
Do you think anybody will ever hear this show that we're putting out today? Because you might as well swear because nobody's ever going to hear this. 'Cause
No.
this show is shit.
I will not, sir.
No?
I was challenged, and I've made it the
that's
entire
right.
show so far.
So for no other reason,
Yeah.
this as little entertainment as anybody's going to get out of this show, we're still putting her out there because you didn't swear.
You
Right?
better. Because this is going to be the only recorded proof of an entire episode where I didn't say a curse word. Because it's not going to happen again, I'm going to tell you that.
No, you're turning purple. You're blue. Almost.
It's like my vocal cords are getting blue balls. Okay?
Wait, is that a swear?
Nope, judge us.
No,
We're
you're
okay.
good.
We're all right.
It's technical. It's a medical term.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, but kind
Nope.
of. That's not a slur, though, nor is it a curse word.
No.
Because you can apply it to other things.
Yeah.
You can't do that with, a couple of them you can, but still.
Well, ass.
Right.
Donkey.
But a donkey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not going to say that.
But there's some big ones. The C word.
That's the one I was talking about. When they were talking about the B word,
There's only
and
one
then I was
thing
thinking
that
of the
could mean.
C word. Okay?
Yeah.
Not the D word, nor the A word, but the C word.
Yeah.
Throw the Z word on top of that. Now we're in a whole mess of like an alphabet soup.
You ever seen the L word?
No, I heard it's a lovely show.
Mhm.
What's it about? Do you know?
The lesbians.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that why they call it the L word? Why? See, they're just making that word. They're putting a harsher sting on it. They're trying to make that word lesbian a curse word by calling it the L word.
Well, I just thought it meant love.
Why then say love? Why you got to do that?
Because you want to name it the L word. Because just
say love.
Name a show love.
I'd
Come
watch
on.
that show. Now, I would turn it
Until
off.
the first time
right.
you saw.
And it wasn't a porn. I would just cut it off because I don't have time for that. But
Oh, man. Guess what?
did we do it?
It's closing
Did I make it?
time.
Time for you to go.
Okay.
Can't stay here. I know. You remember that song?
Beautiful.
Dude, that song, Eric, that's my favorite. Going to a bar.
Oh, man.
When they play that for last call.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know who I want to take me home. Yeah. That's my jam.
Beautiful.
That's my closing time jam.
Man, just tell them real quick.
How to get a hold of us.
You don't have to give them the whole.
Well, there's
they
the
see it
website.
every day.
They know the website, Point 19 Productions. We're on Facebook.
There are improvements coming to the website, too, to let you
Jim
know.
has been vigorously training his programming skills. This dude could write a line of code blindfolded. Now, it's not going to work right, but he can still do it.
Yes.
That's the important thing. You got the website, email, point19productions@gmail.com. We're on Twitter, bteam19. We're also on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher. All right. We're also on Tumblr, but we're not very active on that.
Hey, can I tell you something really fast?
No.
Real fast story. Do you know what we need to be
Excuse
on?
me.
I don't even know if it's possible because I was reading the Guinness Book of World Records and world record for whatever it is
Podcasting?
putting out. Yeah. Pandora.
We'll be on Pandora by the end of the night.
Nothing else is even close. It's like I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you with hand graphs here.
Okay.
Here's Pandora.
Uh-huh.
There's where everybody else is.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for Pandora.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So we got to look into them.
We will. And also a reminder, we do have the T-shirts, and we are working on getting our administrative stuff squared away
Yeah.
so we can start selling those bad boys to you.
Yeah, we just don't want to go to jail for any kind of tax
Tax stuff,
thing or
because, Capone,
Yep.
that stuff. It's a whole thing. So, yeah.
Things are going to get all Capone up here. Okay, sir. All I ask you to do is love somebody.